Well, good morning. My name is Anahì Rodriguez. I'm one of the DSF grantee, and I'm going to present, as Carlos said, the Digital Economy and FinTech Education Program. I'm very happy to be here, so thank you very much for the invitation. Well, first I will start with presenting the outline of my presentation. I will give first a very brief overview about what is the program and the objectives. I will explain. And also I will go through the team, the agenda, activities, work plan, the public benefit and industry impact that this will have, and some deliverables and the first activities that we already have in May and in June. So first, this program, well, as we know, the digital technologies are transforming our world. So also they are transforming the way we conduct business, no? And also the way we provide services. So, so one of these technologies that are transforming this economy is the distributed ledger technology, that is DLT. So also, well, the digital economy is introducing these disruptive changes. So that's important. So this is essential to equip people with these kind of methodologies, with these fintech solutions, so they can overcome some problems and then with some solutions. Also, so this program, this one-year program, will provide to these people with these skills, with these fintech methodologies, so they can maybe come up with some ideas to also, they can be the next entrepreneurs, and create their own fintech solution. One important thing is that, well, the program will be developed in two parts, like 3 major programs and 4 minor events. What does it mean, the major event? The major event consists of 5 working days with about 20 learning hours and around 50 participants, 50 participants. And the small events or the minor events will be just 1 working day and considering 6 learning hours. But I will go through these in the next slides with more details. Well, the objectives and the target participants. We have 4 main objectives. And first one is that the participants understand what's the problem, understand these new technologies, understand the DLT technologies, smart contracts, and to understand how they can use these tools in their daily life or in their jobs. The second one is that they can come up with these innovative solutions, and maybe they can come up with solutions regarding healthcare or regarding legal tech, or different sectors that maybe maybe in the first moment they don't have idea that also they can use these tools for other sectors. Maybe they just start with the financial idea, but no, they can use it in other sectors like healthcare. And the third one is they can get with these skills, they can go to this emerging job market that is changing all the time. So they can have these new skills, these tools, as I said, so they can be able to be part of this job market, and then they can develop all their skills. And finally, to promote this entrepreneurship, so they can launch their own fintech and come up with ideas not just for the financial sector, as I said, also with the healthcare, and maybe they can use networks, they can use other tools that they will learn in this program. For instance, how to introduce the AI, in the financial sector, or also the use of complex systems to solve or to be to efficient dependent systems, etc. Also, the target participants, well, we have 5 main target participants. One of them are the professionals from the commerce and service background. The other ones are the students from the master's degree and PhD levels. And the third ones, executives that maybe they are working in this payment sector, so they will apply these methodologies and implement these DLT-based solutions. Also, lawyers that are seeking innovative solutions and that they can use smart contracts. And also, they can comply with these regulatory requirements. And finally, entrepreneurs that aim to exploit this market, this growing market, to develop, launch, as I said, successful startups in this market that is changing. Well, the team, our team, well, is composed by experienced experts from different areas, from finance, economics, business, technology, and our team, our principal educator is Dr. Fabio Khashoggi, and Tommaso Astre and myself, Anahì Rodriguez, we are part of the applicants. And well, Fabio and Tommaso, they are members of the financial computing, and myself, we are members of the financial computing and analytics group from UCL, from the Department of Computer Science. And Fabio and Tommaso, they are members of the LSE System Research Center. And also we will have some researchers from the Politecnico di Milano, and researchers from LSE, that they will deliver these lectures. Furthermore, we will have some technologists, entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and regulators that they will contribute in these lectures. This is important because our participants will have this experience, very this close experience, so they can exchange points of view, and they can make all the inquiries that they want with them. And it's important because these experts are willing to explain, from scratch how they start, for instance, their own FinTech, how they use all the DLT and the smart contracts to develop the startups. Well, the agenda we have for in 2023 we have 4 events, and in 2024 3. As you can see, the part of the program is the financial computing workshop. We started with that in May. Then the CBDC, the Central Bank Digital Currencies Roundtable, in June. That is just one day of this event. And our next event will be in September. It's just one day as well, and it will be related to DLT. And November, it's about entrepreneurship in the digital economy. And the other ones are workshop on artificial intelligence and finance, and we will finish with FinTech and sustainability. That sustainability is also a very important point now. And well, here in this side, there are the activities that, as I said, we divided in major and in small programs. And just the difference is the number of learning hours and the number of days that we, one of them consists on. And here also the number of students. Now we are expecting around 50 students in the major programs, and in the small programs also around 50, 40 students. And yes, one day just 6 hours. And for the major programs, is 20 hours the whole week. In this side, we have the program evaluation. That it's important, first, to have the participant feedback. In the last day of each program, we launch an evaluation, so with around 5 questions. 2 of them are open questions, and the other 3 are with multiple answers. but all of them are mandatory because for us it's important to get this feedback from the participant, how they think about it. Our questions are related to what they found the most interesting topic in the program, how was the lecturers, what they like the most, how they find this encounter with the CTOs, for instance, of the FinTech that we visit. And so we collect this data, and obviously it's to improve our program. The second one is the participant performance. That this we measure by doing activities, usually in the last part of the day. First, we start with a theoretical part, then with hands-on activities. And in these activities, usually we get some teams, with the person, with the ones that are in person and the ones that are online, because it's important to point out that for the major programs, we have a hybrid format. So it's like in person and online. No? So both of them, we gather them and we create these teams. So they start to do these activities, and they have to present these activities. They have to, each of them has to explain what they did, the way the reasoning behind the activity. So in that sense, we can get the idea, the performance of these people. Then the number of secure jobs is the number of participants who get a job, and that has to be with blockchain, with the smart contracts, and that they use these tools in their work. And the number of own FinTech ventures, and this refers to the number of participants to launch new FinTech or to launch the FinTechs, or that they are using, maybe in their own business, they are using either a blockchain or they are using one of these tools that they learn in our program. The core plan, we divide it in 4. The first one is to create the content, to create the content of the program and the recruitment of the lecturers, because it's an important part that the lecturer that you are recruiting is it will be very focused on these topics that we want to explain to the participants. So it's important to design the content, the scientific planning, recruit peer educators, and to create this course material. And in this, we participate the principal educator, also the other 2 applicants, Tommaso also is an important part of the recruitment of people. And for instance, Fabio is design the contents, is involved in the scientific planning, in these meetings with these people to create the whole plan. Then the infrastructure organization, I'm most involved in this part that is to see the venues, to organize these events that are outside, that are, for instance, we visit some FinTechs, that are related, for instance, with financial networks. So, we get just to see where will be the venues, the catering, update these meetings, and see if there is support for travel for speakers. And then the event implementation is to support, be support during events. For sometimes the speakers need maybe a different software, or they ask us about maybe participants need some basic software, or just there are no need of maybe even the laptop, maybe just with one that they can share, it's enough. So that's the kind of support. And also the social dinners for staff, but also we have, usually we get these dinners in the first day of the program with participants and speakers. So in that way, it is like an ice break, so they can get involved the next day with, and they will feel more comfortable to ask questions, and they know each other, they can speak each other. So in this friendly environment, participants and speakers can interact, and they can share ideas. And finally, the LN survey and evaluation, that is design a survey, analyze the data, and collect all of them, and make a report, and write an evaluation report that I'm also involved in that part. Well, part of the public benefit and the industry impact is that, well, the public benefit is that the participants will understand these legal complexities of the digital economy. So, also, to develop these innovative solutions that comply with regulatory requirements. And also, they will have these tools to enhance the efficiency on public services. As I mentioned before, these tools will be very helpful to healthcare, for instance, to monitor the supply of medicines, or to monitor the storage using blockchain, or also the financial services in terms of accelerating payments and to boost the financial inclusion. On the other hand, the industry impact, also the professionals, they can automate, they can use these tools to automate financial services, such as payment and asset management. In terms of well, the executives, maybe they will learn how to leverage DLT to enhance their business operations. And well, entrepreneurs is to launch successful startups and come up with ideas or solutions to the growing market. The deliverables, this means that this is a combination of online and offline tools. The offline tools are workshops, are case studies, real-world projects, and on the other hand, the online is with live webinars for people that cannot join us in person. They can join online for this hybrid format for the major programs, not the ones that are more than one day. Live webinars, the recorded lectures, and online discussion forums, so they can get involved in the whole program. And well, and yes, but in real it's a combination of offline and online deliverables. And finally, well, I will present the two events. This one, the financial computing workshop, that is one of the major programs. This was in a hybrid format, online and in person. And here, in this workshop, the point is that you have lectures in the morning, and then you have these hands-on activities. And in the afternoon, the last session, the participants will get these, well, we have these seminars from experts from FinTech sector. For instance, in this case, for Prometry, that is a FinTech related to financial networks. Also FNA, financial analytic solutions. And also we have people from the regulatory sector, because it's also an important part to take into account from the Financial Conduct Authority, and some academics from the Politecnico di Milano, that is experts in digital economy. So we have these sessions in the end of each day. So students can stay after the session. They can stay and continue the discussion with these experts. And they, in our evaluation, they found that the lectures were competent, that they were insightful, and they were very useful, because some of them explain how they start these fintechs from scratch, and how they develop all the steps, all the obstacles that they face. And this is very encouraging for participants, because they feel more close to them, in terms that they can start from scratch, but they will finish with a very good idea. So, well, this is And the roundtable, the Future of Money roundtable, this roundtable was held in June. And this roundtable is different. It's different from the workshop because in the roundtable is more a debate, an active debate between the participants and the panelists. As you can see, these are the panelists. Most of them are experts from UCL, from private banks, or the Financial Authority, Conduct Authority, another from the International Chamber of Commerce. So we have from different sectors. So this discussion is very fruitful because you have different opinions about the same topic, and it is like multidisciplinary. So in this case, our participants, that can be, as I said before, masters, PhD students, professors, researchers, and industry professionals. They can just jump into the discussion, and this is very interactive, these kind of roundtables. And in the end, we get some conclusions about the topics that we discussed. So thank you very much, and I will be happy to answer your questions now.